And to talk more about the U.S. military's role in securing the southern border, we are joined now by Major General William Enyart, who served 36 years in the U.S. military and as a U.S. congressman representing Illinois as well. It is always good to see you, General. Thanks for making the time tonight.
Good to see you too, Natasha.
We know that about 1,500 troops, as we were just saying, roughly 1,000 Army soldiers, 500 Marines in total were deployed to the border. What can you tell us about what they'll actually be doing there?
Well, the troops have been deployed according to the unit lists that I've seen are primarily military police with some combat engineers. The combat engineers, I suspect, will be put to use building perhaps barricades, building fence, putting up other obstacles, perhaps building containment facilities for people to be placed in. The military police, it's interesting because under the Posse Comitatus Act, active duty military forces cannot do civilian law enforcement duties in the United States. So absent an invocation of the Insurrection Act, which has not been done, they would be restricted to assisting the Border Patrol, that is acting in a support role, not in an active law enforcement capacity.
Yeah, so for example, soldiers cannot make arrests. Is that right?
That's correct.
Tell me more about this. You have unique insight as well, having served as the U.S. representative for Illinois' 12th congressional district. And we see Chicago now finding itself really in the crosshairs of this crackdown. We are hearing about reported quotas going into place as well. Each ICE office will have to make 75 arrests per day. Managers will be held accountable. And Homan has said that they are starting with criminals. We are seeing this. He also says there's a limited number of them. So do you think that it follows that undocumented migrants who are not criminals will eventually be swept up in this quota?
Oh, I think it's unquestioned that that's going to happen. Anytime that you put quotas on law enforcement personnel, they're going to meet those quotas. And so they're going to pick up whoever they can or need to. And whether, as has already happened in New Jersey, there was a U.S. citizen who's a veteran who was picked up and detained by ICE. So certainly that's going to happen. Anytime you put a quota on a law enforcement officer, that's a bad idea. Law enforcement officers are supposed to use their discretion. And by forcing them to make arrests, you're simply asking for an abuse of their police powers. They're all good people and they work hard. I should say almost all of them are good people and they work hard. But, when you're put under that kind of pressure, you make mistakes.
Interesting. You think it will be more likely that mistakes will be made. Tell me more about that, because we hear about collateral captures. We hear about potentially people who have been here decades, who have been law-abiding, who've been paying taxes. Those people do say, though, that they are still undocumented. They are still here illegally. What would you say to that?
Well, the fact of the matter is that they are undocumented, and so they are subject to deportation. But certainly the policies have been through both Republican and Democratic administrations that the emphasis is to be placed on folks who are committing active crimes. Being here overstaying a visa or entering the country illegally is an administrative crime. It's not a criminal act when we usually think of crimes such as burglary or robbery or so on.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.